Unveiling the true philosophy of the Kama Sutra. When you hear the word Kama Sutra, what comes to mind? If you are thinking of a book filled with exotic and complex positions, you are not alone. In the West, it has been reduced to a sensationalized sex manual. But what if I told you that this perception is far from the truth? That the Kama Sutra is not just about intimacy, but a deeper philosophy on how to live a well-rounded, fulfilling life? To understand the Kama Sutra, we must first understand karma. In Hindu philosophy, life is guided by 4 fundamental goals: dharma, moral and ethical duty; artha, material prosperity; kama, pleasure and emotional fulfillment; moksha, spiritual liberation. Kama is often misunderstood as mere physical pleasure. But in Sanskrit, it actually refers to desire, whether for love, art, music, or passion in all its forms. The Kama Sutra explores how to balance kama without losing sight of duty, dharma, and success, artha. The Kama Sutra, written by Vatsyayana around the 3rd century CE, is a 7-part book. And guess what? Only 20% of it discusses physical intimacy. The rest covers the art of courtship and relationships, social customs and etiquette, personal grooming and self-care, the psychology of attraction. It was essentially a guide for a fulfilling life, not just in the bedroom, but in society as well. But somewhere along the way, colonial-era moral judgments, Western media sensationalism, and misunderstandings reduced the Kama Sutra to a mere sex guide, stripping away its wisdom and philosophy. When the British colonized India, they viewed open discussions of sexuality as immoral. Victorian-era values labeled texts like the Kama Sutra as taboo and associated them with hedonism. Ironically, it was a British officer, Sir Richard Burton, who first translated the Kama Sutra in 1883, often twisting its meaning to suit the fantasies of the time. This led to a global misunderstanding. The Kama Sutra wasn't originally a dirty book, it was a sophisticated guide to relationships, emotions, and even spirituality. Even today, sexuality remains a controversial topic in India. Some view the Kama Sutra as an essential part of Indian heritage, while others see it as outdated or inappropriate. But ask yourself, why is something so deeply rooted in our culture still seen as taboo? Historically, Indian temples like Khajuraho and Konark openly depicted sensuality as a part of life. Ancient texts didn't treat desire as shameful, it was natural, even divine. So why have we moved away from this open acceptance? Today, conversations around intimacy and relationships are changing. The Kama Sutra, when understood in its entirety, can actually teach us about emotional intelligence, respect in relationships, and finding balance in life. So, instead of dismissing it as just a sex manual, maybe it's time we reclaim its true essence. So, is the Kama Sutra just an ancient sex guide? Or is it something much more profound, a guide to love, life, and harmony? Perhaps the real controversy isn't the book itself, but how we've chosen to see it. What do you think? Should we revisit ancient texts with a fresh perspective, or leave them in the past? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into India's fascinating history.